Thank you and welcome to part 2 of dividing with fractions in a word problem. So again, this has been highly requested because it's one thing to just do the problem or the equation. It's another thing when you have to figure out how to do it in a word problem. So today's word problem is Vivian purchased 2 liters of soda for a party. She will pour 1/8 liter serving in each glass. How many servings of soda does she have? So let's underline or circle the important things. First of all, we know she has 2 liters. Here are my 2 liters. Oops. There we go. Those are my 2 liters. She will pour 1/8 serving in each glass. 1/8 serving in each glass tells us we're going to be dividing because we're taking the 2 liters and pouring it out into glasses 8 times so that they have equal servings. So if we go along with just, sorry, the dryer is going off. One more time. Sorry about that. Oh, 4 times. It really wants to make sure. Anyway, back to this. Here's 1 liter and here's 1 liter. So what are we going to do to each of those liters? We're going to cut them into 8 pieces because that's what it's asking us to do. So there you go. Now this is where the kids get confused because the question is asking how many servings. We are actually counting each single one of these as a serving, and that is going to be our answer. Again, it's really important to understand what your numbers mean. So we've got the number 2, which means liters, and we have the number 1/8, which means a serving. Okay? In the end, they're asking for servings, so they want to know the total number of servings, which means you are not going to have a fraction for an answer. You're going to have a whole number because you're talking about how many servings. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 16 total servings. That's the easy way to do it. Draw it out. I tell my students all the time, draw it out. This is really about understanding what it is asking you. But those that are antsy-pantsy and want to do the equation, this is how we do it. First of all, what are you cutting into pieces or dividing up? Are you dividing the liters into pieces, or are you dividing the servings into pieces? That is the key to these kind of problems, is asking yourself, what is being divided into pieces? Are the servings being divided into pieces? Absolutely not. That's what we're looking for. What's being divided into pieces is the liters. So that right there is our first number, 2. Then we divide it by 1/8 because that is 1 serving. Now, if we do the whole keep, change, flip, 2 is going to stay just like it is. We're going to change that to a multiplication, and 1/8 becomes 8 over 1, or simply the whole number 8. That's easy. 2 times 8, 16. 16 what? 16 servings. So the trick that I like to use when it comes to this, so that you know that you're doing the right thing, whatever you start with is what you're ending with. So if you start with a whole number, you're going to end with a whole number. In my previous video where we talked about the birthday cake, if you start off with 1/4 of a birthday cake, you're going to end up with another fraction of the birthday cake. Start with the whole, end with a whole. Start with a fraction, end with a fraction. Again, if you guys are struggling with this and need more help, I have more word problems. I'll be more than happy to help you work through them. We can do it on the phone, through the comments, whatever. Also, make sure you check my description area where the word problem will be written out for you and your student to do at home. Thank you, and keep coming back for more.